Josh, Shosha, I got something for you. Pollo, ¿dónde estás? I got a 3-pack because the lady said they came in a 3-pack. But I will not be eating the 3rd.
Okay.
Maybe not until tomorrow anyway. You guys will be seeing this on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody!
It's going to be in my tummy forever.
Well, at least for a few hours. Here you go, one for Shosha. Josh, what is that smell? Is that your feet? Did you fart?
Yes.
Yes, what?
I farted.
Oh my God, ew, get out of here. Don't be crop dusting me like that. You can't come over here with a big old man fart. That's disgusting. It's the day before Thanksgiving and I have been running around like a chicken with no head. I know I said I wasn't gonna go back to the store and I didn't. I avoided my grocery store like my life depended on it. Target was surprisingly empty. And so I picked up things that I needed like foil. We're going to Corpus Christi to where my great grandparents live. We're gonna go spend Thanksgiving with them, which is really exciting. Michael's never met them before. No, it's funny because Mike and I, we've known each other for 11, 12 years now. So there aren't very many people that I know that he hasn't bag. There aren't very many people that I know that he doesn't or that I haven't met him yet. So it should be fun. Not really. I mean, we're already married. What are we gonna do? What are they gonna do? While I was delegating like who's bringing what to the Thanksgiving feast, apparently, and I don't know how, but apparently we forgot to assign somebody the most important. Probably, in my opinion, the most important part of Thanksgiving next to the whipped cream for the pie. I can fuck up this entire bag. I'm just saying. These are my favorite part of Thanksgiving. And you're supposed to put these in the oven? Really? Since we are traveling for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna I feel like the best way to do Thanksgiving is to, especially if you're cooking for a crowd, how many people are gonna be there? 2, 4, 6, 7, baby, 8. Hold on, I lost count. When you're cooking for like a gigantic meal, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, prep everything. Anything that can be cut and sliced or rewarmed, do it. Do it the day before, do it a couple of days before. I'm brining my turkey tonight, which I always do the night before. And it should, fingers crossed, it should be completely, and it feels like it is defrosted, so that's lovely. I feel like mashed potatoes are something that cannot be reheated. The texture just isn't right, but the candied yams, on the other hand, we can do that today, so we're gonna do that today, and then just throw the marshmallows on top tomorrow, and then heat it. Hey, don't touch my butt, you freak. I guess I can show you guys how I'm gonna do the candied yams. It's not really gonna be of any use to any of you, sorry. But I figured I can, show you guys how I cook my stuff, or at least cook with me, since I know you guys are gonna be cooking. Hopefully you're watching this on Thanksgiving. Like I said, happy Thanksgiving. I have not listened to this album in forever. I'm ready to make that turn before we both crash and burn. 'Cause that could be the death of us, the death of us. I feel like my heart is stuck in traffic. I'm under pressure 'cause I can't have you. Okay, we're gonna pause the concert for a second. Let me tell you guys what I'm doing. What, honey? I've got about 4 pounds of potatoes here. It just squirted in my eye. Usually get a warning before that happens. I've got about 6 really good sized sweet potatoes that I've washed. And my oven is at 350. I'm just pricking these guys. That way they, cook a little more evenly. You can boil them. I just feel like this is easier because why peel and cube and do all of that when you could just throw them in. When you throw them into the oven, they get the sugars, the sweet potatoes get super, super duper sweet. It is Thanksgiving, and so I'm not gonna be scared of butter or sugar. But if I can add less sugar to something, I might as well do it that way. Also, the skin comes off really easily. The meat on the inside of the potato and the skin kind of separate a little bit, so it's really easy to peel them. I said I can open it. I said you cannot.
I want to.
Yeah, baby, but you see this right here? This is called a blade, and that is very sharp, and it's gonna cut your little fingers off. And you need those fingers, because how are you gonna play piano? How are you gonna play piano if you don't have no fingers, huh? I'm gonna be a little bit lazy, and I don't feel like washing more pans and stuff than I need to. Excuse me, this is very hot. So I'm just going to put some foil down into my oven here. And I'm just gonna throw these guys right on the rack. I'll show you what this looks like here in a minute. When we were on Honeymoon Avenue, Honeymoon Avenue.
I'm going to turn it into a turkey.
Well, honey, I can't turn a sweet potato into a turkey.
Why?
Well, because it's just not possible. So I just threw them right onto the rack. Ugh. On some foil. Those are gonna roast at 350. See that there? 350 for about 45 minutes. I'm gonna go take a shower. And then I'll show you guys what that looks like once it's done. Okay, so I peeled and mashed my sweet potatoes. Now it's time for the candied portion of this. I have about, it's a little over 1/4 cup, but not quite a whole cup. Like, what is that, a third? I have a lot of potatoes there, more than the original recipe, so I'm just kind of adding more, and if I feel like I need to add more for flavor, I will do that. So I've got about 1/3, we're gonna say that, cup of butter here that is just kind of melting. I'm gonna add maybe 2/3 a cup of sugar here. Brown sugar, dark brown, light brown, dark brown, doesn't matter. Once it's melted, I'm gonna start adding marshmallows, and I need cinnamon and short people problems, pumpkin pie spice. Can she do it? Can she do it? Vanilla, yes. And salt. I like adding salt to sweet things. Anything that I bake, it just adds flavor. It adds a little, it cuts through the sweetness just a little bit, and it adds kind of that extra thing that it needs. So I'm gonna throw all of that into this pot, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like once it's done. Ugh.
Yeah, you call me butter.
I called you butter?
Yeah.
Is that what you want me to call you?
Yeah. No more salsa today.
No more Shosha?
No.
No more Shosha? Your name is Butter?
Yeah.
Okay, Butter. I love you. My mom and her man came over for dinner. Got my Gordon Ramsay on and made risotto and asparagus and pork chops. It was delicious. I guess I can show you guys the yams. I was gonna show this to you earlier, but Mike went ahead and wrapped it up for me. That's kind of what that looks like. That'll be, let me keep this guy closed. But yeah, that'll be really easy to just throw into the oven tomorrow on 350 for like 15 or so minutes, just to kind of heat it through and melt the marshmallows a bit. Be super yummy. But I'm going to start working on the brine for this turkey here. All right, so we are working on the brine for the turkey. This guy is 20 and a half pounds or so.
It smells so good.
Lots of garlic, right? Doesn't this smell like you want to kiss me? And he's going to be hanging out in the cooler for the night. That's how we keep it cold, obviously. And brine, it's going to be super delicious. Never brined a turkey. I very highly recommend you do it. You got to bring this water up to a boil. Brine is basically like soaking your bird in salt water. So you've got the salt, molasses, honey, and then herbs. He's in here.
There's another one with pumpkin pecan.
Yeah, you can't really see it, but he's in here in the brine. That's gonna be so tasty in the morning.
I'm gonna tie it up.
Yeah, just tie him off. It's boobs down, yeah?
It's boobs in. Yeah, that's
Gonna be super tasty.
underside.
All right. Turkey. See you tomorrow. Well, yeah, no, they're made, but you're supposed to put them in the oven. I didn't know that. I eat these straight from the bag.
No, you put them in the oven. Yeah, I know. But these are the Italian sweet ones. So this one you
Wait,
put.
that's what I fed the whole job site.
No, like they're baked.
Yeah, but to preheat them, you can for a softer crust. You warm 2 to 3
I think
minutes,
this is the
but it's
first time that I
300
actually
degrees.
looked at the thing and was like, oh.
And then you can get a crispier crust, and it's 4 to 5 minutes. Or if you want a crispy, 4 to 5 minutes.
I'm just saying, this bag is for me.
This is mine. I'm like,
I don't
I
think I've
fed
ever.
that to the whole job site. So
Congratulations, everyone's got salmonella.